Good morning, everyone. This is Rafecal. We are playing some more Pokémon Odyssey. Start off with, they didn't heal our party. I went back and healed quick before we continue. Ooh. New music on all fronts. Love it. It is raining. Okay, so base rain for this stratum is interesting. We'll probably want to switch into our... at least some of our swift swimmers, potentially. There's other things we can take advantage of, like thunder, water type moves in general. We were told to go west until we hit a rock formation. Oh, okay, so it's not all rain. That's actually good to know too. Is that the rock formation? We going south now? That looks like another mossy rock. Oh, there we go. We have arrived. Olympia, scan the area. Scan in progress. No human presence detected within a 300-meter radius. Let's go then. Nix, take my hand. It's gonna be a fast journey. What do you... So they already made their move, huh? Not good. Yep, they attacked us at the exit of the third stratum. We managed to push them back. What about the girl? She is literally to your left. Oh, excuse me, how heedless. Come. Hello? Hello, Nix. I'm sure you have a lot of questions, but I, the very intelligent and magnificent Silva, am too busy to give you a detailed explanation. For that reason, I would do what I do best. Passing the buck. Hey, I didn't program you to also be sarcastic, Silva. Yeah, right. The king awaits you. Remember to visit my shop later. Au revoir. Nix, shall we go? I'd say yes. Perfect. I'll lead the way. Still can't get it all in. Are you really suggesting that you meeting Amy was pure chance? Let's say it is. A year ago, I secretly ventured outside of Etria, but I got attacked by some Pokemon. It was at that moment that Amy intervened to save me. She didn't even question my appearance or who I was. She was simply happy to see me safe and sound, so Ethan brought Amy to Etria to reward her. Yeah, and my father got really pissed off about my improvised escape and for introducing an outsider into Sacred Land. Yes, that too, but after he saw Amy, my father had a strange reaction. He looked relieved that it was her specifically that saved me. Huh, that's curious indeed. Yeah, in any case, Amy was fascinated by our people, so in exchange for her silence, we told her our origins, what the Yggdrasil was, and what lies in the depths of the labyrinth. In return, she offered us information and technology from the outside world, and taught me and Olympia how to be Pokemon trainers. That's why she was always away from home and why she never told me about you. But I don't understand. Why do it now? Why bring me into this? Based on what you said, nobody else should have known about this. I think my father Ramon can give you the answer you seek. Let's go. He's waiting for us. You must be Nix, right? Come forth. Thank you for the audience, Your Majesty. It's a pleasure to meet you. Amy told me a lot about you. I'm sure you have questions, so let me answer them as best I can. Millions and millions of years ago, before any of us were even born, there was a powerful sentient being capable of creating life from nothing. This entity takes the name of Yggdrasil. Okay, that's our cover art. In appearance, she's feminine, graceful, and compassionate. She managed the cosmos and protected it from any danger. A real goddess. One day, though, this equilibrium was disturbed. The life energy of an entire planet vanished out of the blue. After some days, it happened again, that one more time. An abominable being was traversing space, feasting on everything it encountered. I'm talking about the Abyssal God. Okay, we got our Cthulhu. A supernatural being with thousands of tentacles, whose power was almost on par with the one of Yggdrasil. Our goddess intervened as soon as she could, but it wasn't easy. The struggle kept going on for millennia, up until the Abyssal God, wounded, fell onto a small blue planet. Yggdrasil followed it and imprisoned it in the depths of the earth, shaping her body into a gigantic tree and digging tunnels with her roots. Wait, if I'm following this correctly, that means, correct, young human, the labyrinth itself isn't more than an immense prison meant to contain that primordial evil. We Yggdras are the descendants of the Yggdrasil, and the Abyssals are the kin of the god of the depths created to move war against us. However, we managed to stop their advance and sealed them deep in the 8th stratum. That put an end to the war, or so we thought. What do you mean? Some Abyssals, loyal servants of their god, managed to escape before getting sealed, and now they plot revenge against us. My wife was one of their first victims. Looking at how events have unraveled recently, I'm scared the mausoleum has been violated. Their return is imminent, and we need all the help we can get. It's still a lot to digest. In this moment, my thoughts go to Amy. I don't think I'm up to the task. I see uncertainty in your heart, and for that, I will not force you. But know that if you change your mind, you know where to find me. Thank you, I'm sorry. I have other stuff going on right now, excuse me. Nix, how do you feel? How do I feel? I have even more questions than before. There was an entire world I didn't know about. Gods, aliens, species. My head is about to explode. I understand. Oh, listen, can you give me your trainer card? Okay, it should be around here, and done. I connected one of Silva's chips to your trainer card. You should be able to access the city without being an Yggdra. Speaking of Silva, if I'm not mistaken, he was waiting for us at his laboratory. We'll wait for you there. Everything still feels so surreal. If only we could awaken the 3 golems. Ah, that's the Reggies. Yggdras are of a peaceful nature and live in symbiosis with the sacred tree. They can easily manipulate their life force, thus acquiring healing powers. The longer their horns on their heads, the stronger they are. Very cool. Getting some lore here. It's sad to think that we had to leave our old city to the Abyssals. Okay. Oh hey, the king has appointed me to help you if you have any doubts about our story. Is there anything in particular you'd like to know? I am sure that there is some cool lore written here, or some additional lore. I don't want to read it all. Not like with my eyes, like with my voice. There's a lot to do in town lately. Has the prince brought bad news? Okay. You'll never catch me. Stop running so fast. Okay. You're a human. You're the second one to be accepted by our king in such a short time. Lately, we cannot leave the city without the fear of being attacked by the Abyssals. Okay. I'm hesitating about going in. Oh. Because I know that there is a fight once we go into the laboratory. My son would like to become a warrior of Etria, but a part of me wants to stop him. Yeah, so it's just people. Further north is the graveyard of Etria, where rest the souls of the fallen in the war against the Abyssals. Okay. I was wondering about that. This is... no. Okay. Interesting. I'm not sure if it's gonna let me switch my party out then. I guess I could try the crystal. I'm guessing that the PC is in there. So we'd have to go backtrack a lot to get through this. Let's give it a shot, I guess. What's the worst that could happen, right? We have a pretty solid, well-rounded party. This feels reasonable, yeah. Actually, I'm gonna switch these two out. just because Crucible will be a better switch in if we end up wanting to bait a ground move. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and pause here. I want to pull up what the boss fight is. Oh boy. So, I would say I have one Pokemon I'm concerned about right now on their team. But I am very concerned about it. So their lead is going to be Porygon 2 with Eviolite and Scizor. I assume you can see the problem. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong there. Scizor is very powerful. It's a Technician Scizor with Bullet Punch and Swords Dance. We don't have anything that's particularly weak to it, but we really don't have anything that's strong against it either, or anything that I can switch in to potentially take that hit easily. So my current plan is going to just be to start with that Fire Punch and hope that it leads with a Swords Dance. And that Porygon 2 crap. I don't think we can one-shot Porygon 2. Do we have any other source of flinching? I guess the good news is Scizor is very slow. But Bullet Punch doesn't care about that. I'm being hesitant now. Porygon 2 and Scizor are very slow. Let's try it. Oh, there you are, Missy. So, how do you feel after hearing the incredible story of our kind? Confused and disoriented, but thanks for asking. Quite the answer I was expecting from you. Anyway, can I ask a favor? Sure. I want you to battle Olympia. I need to collect data on how she evolved while traveling with you, if you don't mind the course. That's fine with me. What about you, Olympia? Alternative, not found. Great, you can start whenever you want. Status, stand by. Let's go. Okay. So I had a second thought because of how slow everything is. And I did realize the problem here is, or one of the problems here is Porygon 2 traces both of them. So this is what we're leading with. I'm going to count on Scizor using Swords Dance. That was almost nothing. Holy crap, that's bulky. Well, the good news is it didn't... Oh, man. The good news is it didn't Swords Dance. The bad news is it's still not a good situation, and we're now slower. I think I need to Fire Punch here. Bullet Punch is going to go into Ashura. That's fine. The only problem I have now is I don't know what attack is coming at all. I think Croyten can take the most hits here. I should have led with Fire Punch, is what I'm figuring out here. And now I don't have a priority move to follow up. This fight is probably going to be lost, just to be extremely clear. What is going to come in after Caesar? I think I follow up with an Electroshock. We're in trouble. I may be able to pivot through this, but I basically have wasted 2 turns at this point, and I'm still at negative speed. Yeah, I'm gonna reset. Did not save after doing my move switch. I'm trying to think if there's any other fire I have going for me. And I don't think there is. So my other choices here would be, or my additional choices are going to be either Shadow Sneak on Caesar, that's going to result in an X Scissor on Sunshine, so probably not. I was going to say we could use Frost Curse on Porygon 2. Something like turn 1, fake out, Frost Curse. Actually, that would work. That'll work. Let's try it. Because I want to get something on Porygon 2 so it's taking consistent damage. And we still have Shadow Sneak to finish Caesar off if we do need to kill it. This is just their leads. I realize there's probably a spot where I could switch out Pokemon. I'm assuming still that it's somewhere in here. It's probably back in the palace and I just missed it. Or there isn't one, and that's fine too. Traced Unaware this time. So we want to fake out into Caesar, Frost Curse into Porygon 2. That's going to reduce the damage Porygon 2 does, and that's going to let us focus on that left slot, because Porygon 2 is very bulky, and I don't want to sit here and try and fight it the entire time, basically. I want to focus on that left slot and just do my thing. Unfortunately, that does mean we're going to be taking consistent speed drops, but I think that's okay. So now we Fire Punch. Are we still faster? I don't know if Banette is faster. But it is bulky. There we go. Porygon 2 is going to continue being a pain, but now it's going to be less of a pain. What am I expecting out of Magmortar? Probably either Heat Wave. I think it's going into Markman's slot, probably, regardless. Although it does probably see a kill on Sunshine. Can I count on that? I don't know the AI in this game well enough to really make that call. But I do want to have another shot at Fake Out. So if I think it's going to use Heat Wave, I should bring in anyone but Croatan. And if I think it's the other two, I should bring in Croatan. If I think it's going to use Psychic, I should bring in Ashura. Or I should bring in anyone but Ashura. So I have a 2 out of 3 shot with Ashura, 2 out of 3 shot with Croatan, and that leads me to believe I should just bring Sue in, which is kind of funny. This thing is going to be faster than this, period. So I think I Shadow Sneak again. I think Sunshine, there's a very good chance Sunshine drops this turn. Well, only if Magmortar targets. I'm gonna take the risk. We're gonna knock off on Porygon 2. Called it. Okay. The downside is, while I did call that, and I know what it's locked into now, that does not still leave me with a good way to adjust. So, we're doing this. I think we're just going Shadow Claw. I'm counting on them attacking into that slot because they are Choice Scarf locked in to Psychic, and they can't hit Sunshine with it. Okay, so at this point, they are locked in on Psychic, and Magmortar's locked in on Psychic. Sunshine is actually preventing a lot of, like, Porygon 2 can only use Icy Wind against Sunshine. I think I just finished Porygon 2 off. Like, they are pretty much locked out right now. So yeah, we Electroshock, and actually I will Frost Curse on Magmortar just to cut the damage down even more. And give me a little inevitability. They're going to Icy Wind because it's the only way for them to do damage to Sunshine, and it's going to do almost nothing. Porygon 2's bulky, it's not strong. Frost Curse can't affect fire types, apparently, maybe? I don't know. Okay. So now, follow-up, Porygon 2 is almost dead. That makes me want to finish Magmortar off instead. Psychic is going to do very little. That was a crit. We're going to be very slow after this. But that's okay. I'm not sure which of my mons is faster in this case. Okay. But we're going to be fine either way. Relicanth, knockoff, almost a one-shot. It is bulky and fast. Or, not bulky. Attack, or is high attack and fast. With a choice band, which it no longer has. I think I'm going to try this. I don't know if this is going to be enough, but it might be. This is a Ghost Rock type. Super effective one-shot. Well, not one-shot. Finished it off. That means that they are bringing in Wailord or Mawile. We're going to Electroshock into that position, which would either do significant damage on Wailord or give a chance to burn Mawile. I don't see a reason not to just keep attacking here. There's a very good chance that Mawile uses Shadow Sneak on Sunshine here. Porygon 2 drops this turn from Frost. If we get a burn off on Mawile, that pretty much should put it in the bag. Unfortunately, Croyten is multiple times over slowed at this point. So I don't think we're gonna outspeed Wailord. Which, in retrospect, I should have switched Suin instead of Crucible. That's okay. We take the off chance that they double tap Crucible here. I don't think so. I'm expecting another crunch here. That's why I didn't switch Suin, because Sue's almost dead. I'm just gonna Electroshock into the Wailord. If it works, it works. Basically anything but Poison Jab. Actually, yeah, that'll work. Wing Talon definitely finishes off Mawile. I'm expecting either... Okay, that is not what I was expecting. I was expecting Ice Beam into Crucible. That's fine. Sue should be faster. We'll just Volt Wings. Wailord is not super bulky, surprisingly. And then we will Poison Jab. We should be faster. Poison is super effective in water in this game. There we go. Woo! Runtime error detected. Very cool. You've become much stronger since our first meeting. Result, still not enough to beat you. That's true, but I'm pleasantly surprised with the results. And now it's time for a little checkup. Do I really have to? Just in case, just in case. Well, I've got other things to do. I'll be back before leaving Etria. I wonder where he's going to. He probably went to the graveyard to talk to his mother. He does that once in a while. In the meantime, you can take a tour of the city. I'll send Olympia to call you when I'm done. I hate checkups. Okay, so there is not a PC in this room. I don't want to go up to the graveyard right now. Like, I do, but, I already looked around town. May the spirit of Yggdrasil assist you during your adventure. Courage and grace have served thee well, promoted thee to the next level. Well, I guess we're going this way because I don't see anywhere else to go. Nyx? Huh? Someone was calling my name. Nyx? What? How? Don't worry, you're the only one who can see me. I think our bond became more stable after you entered Etria. So from now on, we can talk like this. What's wrong? Give me one reason to talk to an abyssal after what I've just heard. It's gonna sound weird, but I feel like the story told by the king is incomplete. What do you mean? The people of Etria, the landscape, the breeze caressing my face, the royal palace? I've seen this before. No one would ever open the door to the enemy. Why should I believe you? I don't expect you to. I just want you to stay on your guard. Okay. My poor child. Hey Mom, it's been a while. I'm getting stronger. This journey has made me meet so many new people, and I think I've made some friends too. Olympia is always there with me, but there's also another girl besides her. A little stubborn perhaps, but she has a kind soul, and she's very skilled in everything she does. I wish I could be like her, but I don't think I'm up to it. You sure trusting me with this medallion was the right choice? Why not give it to Dad? I'm sorry, maybe I shouldn't ask myself these questions. I have other things to think about. I have to go now. I'll be back as soon as I can. Nyx? How long have you been here? A few minutes? I didn't want to bother you, so I let you finish talking. How embarrassing. Don't be that way. You're not very outgoing, so it was nice to hear you say it. Now let's get back to the fact that I'm stubborn. Targets spotted. Olympia, what's going on? Preparations complete. We can leave. Perfect. Nyx, what do you propose we do? We should find the captain of the 4th Stratum. Then we should head to the underground city. If anyone can give us answers about my sister, it's Frey. So be it. Let's go. Okay. Memory of Queen Helen, voice of the sacred tree. May your soul rest in peace and guide all towards an era of prosperity. Our love for you will never fade into a memory. There's a beautiful bouquet of chrysanthemums at the foot of the tombstone. Is this Ethan's doing? Probably. Spell tag. Shop it. Probably could have just done a Shadow Claw. More reliable damage. The skull. Okay. Thinking a couple things here. First of all, is I'm getting some weird lag, and I'm not sure what's causing that, and I want to make sure it's not impacting the video. Second thing is I don't think there is a PC in this area, so I think... Oh wait, this is just goes back to the 4th stratum, not back to... Okay. So we're gonna Ariadne and head back to Talrega. I know this is a little short, but not that short, and the last video was long. So we're gonna wrap here. And then next time we're gonna head into the 4th stratum. I want to switch my party out because we have the ability to switch our party out. There are a couple things that I'm considering going and doing on other islands. Some side quests that we have available. But I think I'd mentioned last time, my current plan is just to focus on that after the 4th stratum, because we should be at that point at a good spot to do a lot of it all at once. Namely, we are at like... So our current levels are 40-ish, cap is 50, and that jump between 40 and 50 is going to give us the ability to evolve a lot of our other mons that we still have. I still have a lot of things to catch in Stratum 3, so I will probably be doing that in between videos. Just a little cleanup. And hopefully training up some more as well, because I think we're getting to the point now. I have a very well-rounded team, and several very well-rounded teams that I've had. But I'm kind of excited to see what else we can do, and I want to keep trying these new mons. And I also want to just make sure I'm getting everybody's picks in. So, hopefully you're still enjoying. If you are, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.